In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, dear friends, all of us remain in search of the things which are so small to do but are greatly beneficial. And I have been talking about, I have presented in front of you the research of so many people who are working in the subject. But today it is a different sort of thing. Today we are going to talk about the things which are, really done by the great people, by the exceptional people. It might not be for everyone else because the standard and the criteria is quite tough, but it is worth knowing. And one thing is, it is worth knowing. It is worth benefiting from up to an extent. Obviously, not in a complete manner at all, because it is something which can be done by the exceptionally great people only. You know, for that purpose, we have chosen a very beautiful article on the subject as well. This article has been, authored by Jelena Dincic, who is a researcher and an author, and she has come up with an article with a caption of, "If someone displays these 10 traits, they are really trustworthy person. They are really actually great people, and it's not for everyone else maybe. Let's look upon those 10 items. First of all, she says honesty. Obviously, honesty, nothing without honesty. Number two, reliability. That if at all they have made a commitment, or if it is morally, incumbent upon them, they will never betray us. Number two. Number three, she says consistency. Mean if at all they have started something good and important, they will continue it, they will continue it as long as they can, as long as they are alive. Number 4, responsibility. They have great sense of responsibility indeed. They have great sense of responsibility. Number 5, integrity. Mean they are incorruptible. They are incorruptible. You cannot corrupt them at all. When no one else is watching, they will not be doing anything immoral, unethical. They will not be committing dishonesty at all. They are actually incorruptible. And then the next is transparency. They believe in the transparent things. They don't hide the things unnecessarily. They don't hide that at all. They make it public. Then it is the loyalty. They are loyal. Mean it's not like they are changing their loyalties because one thing is was benefiting them in the past and now it doesn't benefit them at much, so they are not going to change the loyalty at all. They will keep and maintain their loyalty. And the next is accountability. They put themselves forward for the sake of accountability. They don't run away from it at all. They know that they, if at all they don't hold themselves accountable, it will be really bad for them at all. The next is empathy. Mean if at all, they are one thing is sympathy and one thing is empathy. Empathy mean they do empathize. Everything they look upon someone else who fails to do the great thing, or if at all they have committed some sort of mistake or error, or if at all they are in trouble, they want to put themselves into their shoes, and then they start thinking what I would have done if I were in their place, if I were in his or her place, what I would have done, I might have done the same thing. So they are lenient toward the people. They are not, they are not so callous at all. The callousness, no, not at all. Sympathy, kind-heartedness, and of course empathy. So they do empathize. They maintain the empathy. And the last is confidentiality. Wherever you think, if at all they have done something good with another person, they maintain, if at all something should be kept confidential, it's not because of their own interest, It's not because they want to save their own skin. It's not something like that. Rather the confidentiality, because it is not good for the public. It is not good at all to spread it and to let everyone else know it. So that's the reason they do maintain the confidentiality. They maintain the confidentiality. These are the traits of great people. Maybe I and you and even the rest of the people, we might not be able to fulfill all of those, because it's all of them. It's not like all of them are easy. All of them are difficult, but certain amount of these are really difficult and not easy to do that. So for that reason, I think that if at all anybody have even certain amount of these 10 personality traits, these 10 character traits, they are quite a trustworthy person. They must be trusted, and they must be they must be preferred over all the other people. And even if at all they are not even if at all they are not they are not so so glamorous, so attractive, but these are really the things which must be cherished, which must be which must be rated very high. The people with these traits must be kept at the top, and they are not the ordinary people at all. Rather they are the exceptional people, and they should be rated as the exceptional people. They should be treated as the exceptional people. Thank you. Jazakallah.